Hello everyone, welcome to group time today. So today in our topic we are still learning about flowers. Yesterday we started to learn about some spring flowers. Can you remember any of the names of the flowers that we might see in spring? Have a look at the pictures below and talk to your grown-up and see if you can remember the names of any of those flowers. That's great, well done. So here we've got the bluebell. Here we've got a cowslip, a wood forget-me-not, a primrose and a snowdrop. So we also learnt the different parts of a flower. Can you remember what the parts of a flower are called? We start at the bottom with the roots, well done. And here we have the leaf. And this big stick in the middle is called the stem. And inside the flower we have the anther. And around the outside we have the petal. Fantastic, well done. So today we're going to learn all about how flowers grow. How they start from being one seed to being a beautiful flower. So this here is a picture of a flower's life cycle. And number 1 is where it starts, and it goes round the circle, and it carries on going and going and going. That's called a life cycle. So let's break it down and have a look. So step number 1 is called germination, and this is when the seed starts to grow. So this seed has been planted and the condition is now suitable. That means that the soil is wet, there might have been a little bit of sunshine shining on it, and the seed is in a comfortable position in the soil. So it starts to grow. Can you see this little bud peeping out of the seed? So it's just starting to grow. That's called germination. Then the roots start to grow. So that little bit of green that was popping out has now got bigger and has grown into roots, and they're usually underground, under the soil, like in this picture here. So that's the roots. When the roots have grown, the leaves start to come. So the stem and the leaves start to form, and the plant then starts to make its own food using the air and the sun. And remember, I said you would learn lots more about this when you're older, but it's called photosynthesis, and that means a plant is making its own food. So here we've got the stem and the leaves starting to grow. After that, the flowering begins. So the stem and the leaves have grown and the flower starts to open. The pollen in the flower is used to make more seeds. There's some flowers, look, just starting to open. And when the plant's all grown and the flower is opened, seeds start to drop next to the plant so that they can grow more flowers next to it. They don't want to be too close because then they'll be fighting for space. So they drop it next to it with their parent plant. So these little seeds here now, they're going to grow into flowers next to the big flower that's already grown. So a plant needs lots of different things. A plant needs air. A plant needs lots of light from the sun. A plant needs lots of water from the rain. The plant needs nutrients that are found in the soil. And it also needs to be warm. So why do you think it needs those things? Why do you think a plant needs to be warm? Pause this video, talk to your grown-up about why it needs to be warm. Fantastic, well done. So a seed needs to be warm enough that it can germinate, that it can start to grow. And germination, remember, is when the seed starts to sprout into a tiny plant underground. But if the plant doesn't have enough light, it will grow and it will be flimsy and it won't stand up very strong because it has to search for light. So that's why they need lots of sunlight, or if it's an indoor plant, it needs to be near the window so it has lots of light to be nice and strong. And if a plant is not watered enough, the stem will be fragile and it will have dry leaves. That means it won't be very strong. And if we don't look after the plants, what do you think will happen to them? That's right, they will die. So it's very important that we make sure we have plants that are in a warm space where it's nice and light and we can give them enough water. So if you wanted to grow some flowers at home, what do you think you would have to do? How do you think you would grow a flower? Pause this video and talk to your grown-up about how you think you might grow a flower in your house. Fantastic, well done, some really good discussion there. So if you wanted to grow a flower in your house, you would need some seeds, some soil, a plant pot and a watering can. So we're going to look at these cards to find out how a flower is grown. So here is the plant pot, and you would need to put soil in your plant pot halfway up, so half fill your plant pot with soil. Then you would have to sprinkle your seeds onto the soil. Then you would have to put more soil on top. Then, number 4, you would have to water it. So you need to use your watering can to pour some water on. Then you would have to put your plant pot near a window for sunlight and warmth. And you would have to water it regularly, a little bit each day, but only a little bit. And that is how you grow your plant. Soon you will see your plant starting to grow its stem and leaves, and eventually its flower will open at the top. So, if you look on the other video, I've got a video of me exploring and learning more about flowers by reading some non-fiction books. So if you want to watch that video and learn some more information about flowers, then you can. Or you could have a look at the document that's on the website. You need to print out these pages, and there's some pictures for you to cut out and put them in the right order. Okay, so you can either watch the video of me reading some non-fiction books all about plants, or you can have a go at the cutting and sticking activity, putting the pictures in the right order. If you don't want to do any of those things, then perhaps you could have a go at growing your own flower at home. You could ask your grown-up to go to the shop and to buy one plant pot and some soil and some seeds, and you can have a go at doing your own flower. Okay, I look forward to seeing what you get up to and what you learn all about flowers. See you soon.